Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. My name is Keely. I am your host today. It is Fabulous Friday and it is September 25th. We have a fabulous trainer with us today and I'm really excited for going forward for doing Fridays, Monday through Friday morning trainings to start out our days right. So some of Lily's backstory so that we can get to know her a little bit better. For those who don't know Lily, Lily is a dreamer. And Lily has worked with the Rich Dad Poor Dad organization as a Spanish coach for Latin countries. Lily has been a real estate agent since 2006, helping hundreds of families. Lily is from Peru, and she's been living in Utah since 1996. Her dreams to be financially free have haunted her for years, and thanks to Renatus and the education, the community, Lily can say that she has achieved that goal. She has created enough passive income through real estate that it covers her mortgage, pays her bills, her car, food, insurance, clothing. All her basic needs are covered by her real estate. She's working now in creating passive income that will pay for her luxuries. So good morning, Lily. I'm very excited for what you have to share with us today.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm new with today's technology, so I don't see myself, but that's okay. As long as you guys can hear me and see me. Well, thank you much for calling me to do this training Fridays. And hello, everyone here in the call. And there is a lot of people, and I would like to introduce myself and also get to know you, all of you. So I already know some of you, but there's a lot of more people that I don't know, and perhaps along those trainings, we get to know each other. Let me go back real quick. Okay, hold on. Exit full screen. There we go. Excuse me. Okay. So as I said, I'm going to just share my story a little bit, and some of the story that I want to share, I'm going to say it only once because some of the events don't bring me good feelings, but there's not good feelings, but I realized those events made me grow. I came to the United States in 1996. My husband attended University of Utah. And those days were really devastated. We didn't have any money. Well, you know, when you are an international student, you have to pay high tuition. We came with a little boy, 1 year old. We didn't have a car. It was really hard for us to find a way to live. So I remember that my first job was cleaning houses. I didn't mind doing that, but back in my country, I went to several colleges and I felt like I was not doing what I was supposed to do. Then my husband got sick. He stopped going to school. We couldn't afford schooling anymore. So we decided to go back to Peru. But this feeling inside me said, I cannot go back as a loser. My dream was come, do something and go back and build businesses over there. That's one of my ideas. My husband's gonna graduate. We're gonna go back and build a business. So the idea coming back as a loser didn't fit my mind at that time. And I told my husband, we're gonna do whatever we need to do to make it happen for us. On top of that, I got pregnant for my second child. So those years were terrible because we didn't have much money, not knowing how, when we're gonna make it happen. I remember I had in my pocket with my husband, like only $3 with nothing else to do. Nothing else, any future, any nothing, just thinking what we're going to do with only $3 in our pocket. I'm glad families at that time help us a little bit to go above that misery. But again, my dreams were not cats. I think I'm made to do something bigger than this. I know I can do something bigger than this. The time went by, and And of course, the only industry that I knew is working for someone 8 hours. So I started working 8 hours, but still, so this is not what I made for. I mean, it should be more. But what is it? What is it? But anyway, since I wasn't surrounded with people with a different mentality, I only knew how to work 8 hours, how to work 8 hours. So I've been improving my quality of jobs. So my last job was I was a supervisor at Discover Card for credit cards. And it was okay. It was okay until one day I read this book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I couldn't believe it. This book was describing my life. So, oh my goodness, I'm like this person. I'm in a rat race. I mean, I make money to pay bills. I make money to pay bills. When is gonna be my turn? When will I do what I love to do? When I like to do? At that time, I have not defined. I didn't have defined dreams, but I knew that I want time freedom. I wanted to have time freedom. I want to have time to enjoy with my kids, have the time to give them some breakfast, send them to school, but I couldn't because I have to work. I work at that time from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. so I can, come back and pick them from school. So I take turns with my husband. Anyhow, that book made me think there's more out there. At that time, I don't know if you guys remember, we didn't have a speed internet. It was like this dial-up. I think it was called AOL. So I didn't know where to find the author Kiyosaki, but I knew he's going to have a speech in Los Angeles. So I flew to Los Angeles to know more about this, and I bought a training. I mean, I think at that time was $8,000. It's like saying right now 20 perhaps. And I got excited. I mean, I learned, but I didn't apply anything. So I got excited. I said, I'm gonna do this, I want to do that, but I didn't have the mentors by my side, or it's only one time, like a circus thing. Like they come, they give you excitement, take your money, and then they leave. I said, you know what? Okay, that's okay. Along with that training, I bought 2 houses, and I lost them all. That's what it is. Like I said, my first step as an educated investor made me lose 2 properties in 2006. And my credit go through the toilet. The time when I was about to lose my primary residence, and thanks to a great attorney and the high power, I ended up keeping my house. In my continuous searching for the financial freedom through real estate, I bought a property with a partner through seller finance. I want to mention something there though. I remember my partner at that time came and said, hey, my mentor said that I wouldn't partner with you anymore because you are unexperienced. And that hurt, really. That hurt me. Like, maybe I am, but how can I be experienced? So then I was quoted like the unexperienced investor. So, well, okay, that's fine. One day I will be an experienced investor. Anyway, we ended up selling. No, actually, my partner bought me out. She gave me like 25K and she kept the house. That's fine. That was fine at that time for me. But it was the feeling that I was kind of I feel rejected because of my inexperience. And the experience, of course, and well, let me just tell you this later, but that's how I felt at that time. But then the time went by and I got my, well, at that time you already had my license as a realtor. But then I went to this company and I met this wonderful guy. We had the same thoughts about passive income, the same page about dreaming about financial freedom. That was none other than Nate Lambert. Yeah, so we're supposed to make calls, to call customers, prospects, but we're talking about our dreams. And I really enjoy coming to the office just to see him. And I think the same with him. One day he said, hey, come to this company. It's called Renata's. And I said, well, let's see what they have to offer. So we jumped in together with, I think it was I don't know what packet at that time. So we jump in together, and we're excited about education, what to do, what not to do. Well, the thing is that I think he got a call to for a job in Fiji, so he left, and I feel like, what, Nate? You said what about our dreams? You know, what about the cash flow quadrant? Are you going back to the employee quadrant? He's like, well, I have to do this dream. Sorry, I'm gonna go to Fiji. Well, I'll come back and we'll start all over. And of course, in the meantime, I just got discontinued and I left Renatos for a while, for maybe 2 years. I didn't get engaged at that time. But however, since I rolled up to short story, um, Nate somehow put me as his one qualified lead, and I rolled up to Michael. Michael Higgins for 2 years been texting me, inviting me to events at the point that I was about to block him. Like, this guy doesn't give up. Oh my goodness, I don't want to be part of this, but he keeps texting me and calling me and stuff like that. And when I saw what he wanted me to see, I saw, this is for me. This is what I want to do. And I told Michael, why didn't you give up on me? And he said, because I've seen the potential within you. And that really, makes me feel special, makes me feel great. And I want to ask a question for you too, for all of you that are listening right now. Have you seen the potential that you have within you? Or have you given up, or have you give up on your dreams? Are your dreams bigger than your challenges? So that question, that question that I'm asking you, I want just to think about, are you really fighting for your dreams? Or actually, I have to ask, what are your dreams? Do you know what you want to accomplish in life, or accomplish in a short time, like a 1 year or two? Anyhow, since I rejoined Renatos in 2017, I had the determination to help several families to improve their finances through several strategies, such as velocity banking. That strategy blew out my mind. Actually, I think I paid $100K in my own mortgage since 2017. Also help families doing seller financing, buy and hold, among other strategies. Without realizing, I started receiving 10K checks over and over and over just for sharing my testimony. And I realized, wait a minute, am I gonna get paid for doing what I love? So then I saw the opportunity and I started building a group. I have, I think, a group of 50 people, maybe 6, I don't recall right now. And I really enjoy meeting with them. We meet on Tuesdays, and I really enjoy when I see them succeed, when I see them accomplish something, when I see one step ahead of their financial freedom. And that really fills me out when I see people, making money, having passive income, conquer their fears, because that's the hard part, is conquer your own fears, conquer your doubts that you are not able to do it. Anyway, I have completed 15 real estate transactions among fix and flip, wholesaling, buy and hold, seller finance, and short-term rentals. I can truly say that this education and this community pushed me to achieve my goals. By the end of this year, like Kelly said, I would be financially free through real estate passive income. And now I'm gonna just start working, have more passive income to pay for my luxuries. And I wanna say something about this. This happened in just 2 years. Well, let's say 3 now, 2017. What will happen before? I've been licensed, real estate licensed since 2006. So why I didn't accomplish this before and now I did? Of course, the education that I got is way better than other educations that I got before. I've been part of other real estate institutions or educations before. And the big difference that I see is in the other education, they just gave me knowledge, right? This, sometimes outdated knowledge. but they didn't help me how to conquer my fears. How I didn't get anything like a community like we have here. So I learned from several people in the community that it's doable. I mean, Neil Lambert was one of my inspirations. I have another guy in my team. His name is Hector. He's also have a lot of passive income. And, you know, I was like, okay. And I saw, I mean, there's a lot of people there. Mike Kessler. I mean, I want to mention all of them, but there's a lot of our guys, they're doing it. So why we can't? I thought to myself, why I cannot? And I just need to have the determination and be brave enough to jump and conquer my fears. Instead of thinking, what if I lose money? I'm gonna think, what if I make money? And this say, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn, was in my mind all the time. Okay, of course, we don't want to learn losing money, but I mean, I lost 2 properties 2006. And in these 3 years, when I was doing my real estate transactions, I went through a lot of feelings, I would say, like, oh my goodness, we're gonna just lose this, or we had the city on top of us, we had a problem with some sewer problems, water flood, I mean, you name it. If I wouldn't have the attitude of them or the conditioning mindset, maybe I would have given up long time ago. But as I said, my dreams were bigger. That's what I'm asking you. Are your dreams bigger than your challenges? I don't want to impress you with my accomplishments, but to state that anyone and everyone can do it. Anyone that is hungry for a change. Are you hungry for a change? Anyone that is defeating the obstacles life may present because of their dreams. Of course. I mean, I told you, I mean, I came here, I only have $3 in my pocket, not knowing what to do with a little child on her arms and pregnant. But I mean, your dreams, what do you want to accomplish in life? What is your passion? Anyone that wants to live a life by design. When I was working 8 hours, and this is true, I was checking the calendar. Actually, I didn't know. I found, I found a friend that used to work with me like 15 years ago. I say, Lily, I remember you all the time watching the calendar. Really? Did I? And I remember I was looking for the month that has 5 weeks because at that time I will have extra money. And when I remember that, I said, did I live that life? I mean, I had dreams at that time as well, but I couldn't fight for them. So now that I have my dreams, and I also ask you, what are your dreams? Are you willing to fight for them, for your time freedom, what you want to accomplish in life? I like to travel. And I mean, no one is, not even COVID is going to stop me. I already went to Cancun in the middle of the pandemic thing. And I don't say like you guys should do this. I'm just saying how I am. And I mean, I want to do what I like to do, what I'm passionate about it. And so anyone that wants to live life by design can do this. Anyone that wants to do whatever they want with their time. Anyone that can envision their dreams. Anyone that can say aloud, my dreams are possible. Anyone that finds purpose in life. Anyone that realizes that their dreams are greater than their circumstances. Some people start growing, some people don't feel worthy, don't believe in themselves, and let other people's opinion control their lives. For so many years, I let other people's opinions control my destiny. I mean, as you can see, I have accent. And I heard, like maybe 20 years ago or something like that, this person said, you know what? I don't understand you. I don't know what you're saying. Can you speak English? And I was speaking English, maybe broken English. And that maybe stayed in me for so long that I denied myself that I can speak or do any transaction in English. Well, luckily, most of my business was in Spanish. I mean, there's a lot of Hispanic population that I can work with, but I set that part of the business aside because in my mind, or that opinion, that opinion of that person 20 years ago was ruling my life. And thanks to this community, thanks to many trainings that I attended, I said, you know what? That's a barrier. That's a BS, belief system, that I have to remove from my mind. And I'm going to start. That's one of the things why I accepted this challenge, which I consider a challenge to speak Friday on Fridays, because I want to keep working on that thing, that I'm able to do something better in English as well. I want to ask you this. How many times you experience being behind your bills? Let me ask you this other question. How many times have you been behind your dreams? There will be moments when you will doubt yourself. Rough times will come, but they don't come to stay. They will come to pass. You have to understand that. So, oh, this is happening to me. What is happening to me? I don't have any money. I can't find any properties. Oh, I don't make any deal. I mean, if you keep saying that, most likely that will happen to you. But if you keep saying, if you have a vision board or a affirmation with the opposite, most likely you will attract that. To have the passive income that I have right now, I have to put it in my vision board since 2 years ago. And it's, I'm gonna make this amount of passive income, not knowing how or when it will happen. But I was saying last year, this is gonna happen, I'm gonna have this passive income. And the more and more I practice those statements, those affirmations, I realize takes place when whatever you say out of your mouth connects whatever is in your heart. So the more I say it, the more I believed it. The more I believed it, the more I find opportunities to create that passive income. So I want to pass this to you. You know, we have several trainings, and I think Dane and one, I think they talk about vision boards, and well, actually everyone talks about that, which is so important. And affirmations is your morning miracle. Yesterday I had the opportunity to interview Neil Lambert in my radio show, and like him and everyone else that I invite to the radio show, I ask, what are your rituals? What do you do to keep motivated? You know, because out there people will not encourage you to keep moving. They will tell you all of the bad news they can ever hear. And he said about the morning miracle, you know, Nate Lambert said, I protect my mind against anything that will affect it. He said, I do my affirmations, and I live my affirmations. I live it like it's happening right now. And that's what I also want to pass this to you. What is your dream? What is your goal? And of course, maybe your dream will take maybe 5 years. I don't know. So you can have your end goals and live those and dream about it. And you have your short-term goals and also start living about those. Live it. Like, I don't know. You know what is one dream that I haven't accomplished yet, but I live it every day. And I say, okay, I can feel the water in my feet, the sea. I can see the sunset. Oh my goodness, I enjoy this view. I live that. I don't have a house in front of the beach yet, but it's in my vision board. Eventually it will happen. So again, I'm trying just to pass this information to you, or this knowledge or these experiences, so you can also start doing it. Create your reality by choosing your future. Create your reality by choosing your future. So you are to design your life, how you want to live it. Attract people that are hungry for a change. So I know we all want to maybe sell more combos. Yeah, of course, but what we're attracting is what we are. So perhaps I have to change first so people will see in me a lift, an inspiration, and they may want to be like me. So then I have to change. I have to be better. Not everyone will join or listen to you, and that's okay. You may face business disappointments, or you can see a business disappointments, or you can see it as growing success. It's up to you how you want to see stuff. It takes consistency, that sometimes you win. As I said, sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. There are no losers among us. If you're here in this call, it's because you want to improve what you're doing, and we can do it together. Together we can achieve great things. You can be, maybe sleeping or doing other stuff, but you're here because you want something better. There's a lot of people that I hear, Tony Robbins, Jim Rohns, Les Brown. And there's one thing that I heard from Les Brown the other day is it's not over until I win. And this reminds me my early years when I didn't have any money. It's not over. I'm not coming back to my country until I win. When we have that attitude, it's not over until I win. When you just review your dreams and you haven't accomplished them, it's not over until you win. When you call people and they reject you, it's not over until you win. When you're doing your best and you feel that they are not listening to you, it's not over until you win. When you set up an appointment at one-on-one and they cancel you, it's not over until you win. When you feel unappreciated, remember, it's not over until you win. You win when you get your dreams, not when you get the life that you want. It's possible. You can live your dreams. You can work on yourself. You can surround yourself with other winners. Become creative. So remember, it's not over until you win. That's something I have prepared for you guys. I don't know if you have any questions that I can answer at this point. This is kind of a presentation Friday, or the following Friday we'll have more trainings about how you can more marketing strategies, more real estate strategies. But do you have any questions that I can answer or comments?
Hey, Lily.
Hey, Gilda.
Great having you. This is awesome. Just wanted to, let you know that this is definitely awesome. And thank you so much for giving your wisdom and all your experience. It's so uplifting. And I love, what you're saying about it's not over until I win. I think that is a great, thing that that we have to think about, because I mean, even, for me, I start with my affirmation in the morning with my meditation, my prayers and stuff. And I do, from Tony Robbins, I got this priming thing. So I do that, with my walk. And so that's my routine in the morning. So, I work on getting myself to be in a positive mode. So that way, throughout the day would be better. But that is really a great, thing to think about it, when we have cancellations and when we have rejections and all that. So thank you so much for that. That was, but overall, this is really awesome. So, and your success is so, it's so awesome to hear, where you've been and where you're at right now. So thank you so much.
No, thank you. I said if we would have dreams, I wouldn't be being brave enough to live my life by design. Maybe, I don't know, I'll be just blaming everyone else. So
right. So
yeah,
it's either we stay in being a victim, or we want to be a winner. So that was it's just two things that you decide. So and you obviously and you obviously stay in the winner side. So
thanks, Gilda.
Thank you.
Lily, I have a question for you. I really, really love your story. And I'm just curious, when you talked about how Michael was contacting you for so long and you almost blocked him, what made you respond and engage versus blocking him?
I want to be courteous and kind. He was kind. I mean, inside me, I want to just block him. But say, well, my goodness, I don't want to make him feel bad. Of course, I won't see him again. I thought, but then I don't know. I think I also called destiny. If I would have blocked him, maybe I wouldn't be here right now. Yeah, I think part of everything is because even at that time, I was looking for my dreams. I was doing part of kind of affirmations, and maybe I don't know, life put us in the same way somehow. I would say maybe I would have been rejected. That's why, maybe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And when I, at that time, Velocity Banking was not part of the education when I joined Renatus in 2015. But then in 17, that was a strategy, and that blew my mind. Honestly, my goodness, I'm a numbers person, and and actually I don't believe if you just tell me I have to come approve it. So I went to the bank, did the numbers, check it again. So this is gonna work. Oh my goodness. And that feeling, that feeling that I had that this is doable, is possible, made me, I talked to all of my friends, and I think I enrolled at that time like 10 people just on velocity banking. So what I realized is when you believe in something, people can feel it, people can sense it. And you don't have it's not a sale, you just share your testimony. If they get it, fine. If they don't, well, is their loss. But that's how I think, that's what maybe all of us need more, including myself, have this sense of testimony, of truth, that this is working, this is working. That's what I share my testimony with you guys, that what I got in these 3 years, saying that Renatos, I mean, it's the great thing, one of the greatest things that happened in my life, being financially free. And you can use it as a testimony when you want to talk to others. Yeah. Where am I? I don't see you guys. Let's see if I can see you here. Me. Oops. Here. Okay. Oh, thanks, Carol. Oh, persistence. Yeah, thank you so much. Let me see. There's 16 comments here. Do you want to maybe read the comments? Keely, I don't have access to the types.
I would be happy to. So, good morning. Thank you for sharing this. It's been a tough ride and I'm so proud of your accomplishments. That's from Jose Puertas. And we have Vanessa Cole, powerful, love your positivity. Susan Parker says, thank you, persistence and consistency, living your dreams, it will happen. Sue Gillane says, wow, Lily, persistent and continue on the path. You really are helping me today. I needed to hear this today. And Michael Huggins, it's a fantastic Friday. And Carol Allegre says, you are a great example of persistence. Thank you, Lily.
Thank you all. Thanks, guys, for all of your comments and saying like, that really makes me feel great. It makes me feel great. And as I said, the following Fridays, we're gonna just work with strategies, and share how I've done my the income that take me to the PIT team. And I'm still working on that and improving. For instance, at 10, I have a 3-way call with a warm market. So I'm trying to find several ways to accomplish my goals or improve my goals. And if you don't know how this works, is basically I talk to the people that are hungry in my team. Say, I want to make money. Okay, what are you doing right now? I'm doing this and this. Okay, are you going where you want to? Are you getting where you want to go? No. Okay, so we're going to start doing this. So I need you to find 10 or 20 people of your warm market and want to call them. I didn't know the script, so I asked this to Michael. He sent me the script. I translated it to Spanish, so I'm ready to rock and roll. And I know from now, some people want to say, no, it's not going to hurt me. It's okay. But I know also that someone there is waiting for this knowledge. Somewhere out there, people say like, I want to know, I want to do more. So I have like 3 appointments with 3 different ICMs so far. I'm going to start looking for more. So you can also do that if you want to. But again, whatever the strategy that you want to do, you need to reinforce yourself, put your dreams first. So when rejection comes, it doesn't hurt. Watch your dreams, look at your dreams. Am I getting there? Am I getting closer? So when people say, because will be a lot of people that they're excited or whatever, but they don't buy the education, whatever it is. So find a way to say, you know what, this is my dream. Nothing is going to change it. I'm going to go there. I'm going to accomplish my dreams. But also, one thing that I learned in several companies that I've been with real estate is work with your end goal in mind. For instance, and I want to say this in, let's say if I want to have one combo sold a month, okay, so it's one combo, how many people I have to, how many orders I have to put? Let's say have to put 5 orders, maybe one will fund. If I have to place 5 orders, how many people I have to talk or get a one-on-one, let's say? Well, maybe for 5 orders, I may need uh, 20 one-on-ones. Okay, if you need 20 one-on-ones, how many people you need to talk to? You know, and you can divide it by day. So let's say if you say, I'm going to talk to 10 people daily or 5, whatever is your numbers. If you're going to talk to 5 people daily, you know, with the purpose of getting a one-on-one, and if you do your 5 calls and nothing happened, that's okay. You did your goal for your 5 or 10, whatever is your number, and do it every day. Do it every day. 5 contacts, 5 or 10 contacts, 10 contacts, 10 contacts, Monday through Friday. I can assure you, if you do something different, you're gonna have different results than what you're doing right now. The problem with some of us is because of the first, maybe the first day or the second day, it was a disaster. No one really answered. Say, oh, this is not working. Oh, I don't want to keep doing it. But no, when that happens, again, remember your dreams, remember your goals, remember the life that you want to have, lifestyle you want to have, and go back. I mean, if what is going to take me, I mean, right now I'm so happy and I feel more power. I feel powerful that I can talk to anyone, even if they say no, I don't care, because I know how it feels to be financially free. I can feel it right now, and I'm not working for my luxuries, and I'm gonna just fight it like no other. But anyway, I kind of want to
Really?
go ahead, Gilda.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you. I don't know. As is, if nobody wants to ask questions, but I know you have a lot of ICMs already. Now, what is your strategy when it comes to lead generations, and what do you use as far as getting people, to talk to? And
Yeah, I've been using what's it called SOI, a sphere of influence, and I've been talking to them. And I wanted, because, okay, I don't want to say this excuse, but I mean, this is what happened to me anyway. During the COVID, a lot of strategies have changed, and people just talk through, social media or Zoom, and it took some time for me to adjust to those changes. And so right now, the only way that I've been getting leads is through Facebook, and I get a lot of leads. But I had a problem that I didn't know how to follow up on them. For instance, I have a lot of friend requests, and why I have a lot of friend requests is because I took time to brand myself, to brand me as an investor. And I have a social media guy that I pay for his services, so he keep moving moving my name in those platforms. So then I have a lot of friend requests. So that part is fantastic. So when I contact this request and I say, hey, before I ask, well, I didn't say that, but the purpose is asking what he's doing, and if he may be interested in investing in real estate. If he say yes, then I accept him as a friend. Or if he can say, I'm not sure, I still accept him as a friend, because I understand that when you are messaging with someone several times, when you accept this person as a friend, he will see your information, your page right away, he or she.
right.
So then that's the purpose. But then some people say, yes, I'm interested, because I've been doing so many real estate things that I didn't follow up on time with these people. So now they don't answer anymore, but that's okay. So now I have a different strategy. That's why I hire an assistant that she's gonna do the job that I can't do. And she's gonna, so far so good. It's helping me a lot.
Are you
And
using your your personal, or you're using a business page
I
for
have both.
this?
I have
Oh, you have
both.
both.
I have both, yes. But
Okay, so you do that with your personal. You also ask them, like, if somebody send you a friend request, even if it's your personal, you still ask them if they are interested in real estate investing.
right,
Okay.
correct. Because I don't know him, and I don't know what. I usually say what part of my profile or my post make you make a friend request to me. And they may say, oh, because you're a friend of my other friends. So because I like, when they say, oh, because I like what you post, then I put more interest in them. And we start a conversation. Not everyone. Out of that, maybe out of those friend requests, I got 5 one-on-ones. And I'm being more, I usually, okay, I'm saying like now, I usually been like a one-on-one in person. I'm really good at one-on-one in person. But a one-on-one on Zoom, I don't know, somehow is missing the effect. But I mean, if that's the new norm, I have to be good at that as well. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing right now, getting more one-on-ones and put my time more effectively.
Yeah, thank you, Lily, because I'm working on my Facebook too, and it is very time consuming, you know, actually. So that's great to have that assistant that, you know, you hired. So
yes, it is. And sometimes you go to check your email or something and you ended up going to Facebook and you spend like another 30 minutes and you don't want to. So yeah, I don't want to see my phone anymore. And that's what I have is assistant that check my emails and check my Facebook things. And I just want to, you know, focus on what I'm good at, basically. And
yeah, that's great.
And I heard
Thank you.
Thanks, Gilda. I heard the things that you should hire an assistant, but sometimes you think like, oh my goodness, I don't have any money, or how I'm gonna pay her. I don't even making any money myself. But when you think about building a business, most people say, okay, I need to have money to buy the raw material and to pay for the rent. Sometimes we don't think we have to hire an assistant. That's part of the capital investment, you know. And that's what I thought this time. You know what? I may have the money. I wouldn't. But it's not relevant. I'm gonna get the money wherever, and I'm gonna have my assistant from now and forever. You know, because I experienced an assistant for what, 5 days now. It's such a relief. You know, our mind is like a computer. If it gets full, you get a stuck. So then I remove things from my mind to leave more room to be more creative. You know, to have better ideas. But anyway, it's my experience, and I think I'm start loving it to have an assistant. Anyway, so Keely, thanks much for the time here. Thanks everyone that been with us, and we'll have more techniques for next week. Have another friend request. Thanks, Keely.
Thanks so much, Lily.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lily. Thank you, Keely. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Gilda. Have a great weekend,
Have a great
everyone.
weekend. Oh. Great minds.
We will see you.
Thanks, Lily.
We'll see you at the negotiations intensive.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna ask you. You guys had problems yesterday?
We have what yesterday?
You had problems yesterday with the small, you know, the live education.
I was not attending, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was like after lunch, I couldn't even get back in, but it was,
okay.
yeah, it was okay. Hopefully it would be better
today.
It
was only a 2 hours training, only 2 hours.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. So I called and I
called the corporate.
It was a
short training.
Yeah, but then I called, you know, because I wasn't sure because I had to take a phone call, and then when I came back and she said, all right, and it sounded like it was done, but then I was asking Dave, I was like, are we supposed to be going to lunch or something? So, and I was waiting, and then finally, because instead of saying we'll be back soon, so I called, you know, the corporate, and I spoke with Tara, and she said, yeah, we're just on lunch break. We'll be back. We'll be there until 4:30 Mountain Time. So I was waiting, and I keep turning, you know, off, turning it back on, and nothing.
Yeah. I thought the same thing, but I had one of my students who was in the audience, and then I called her, and she said, no, the training is over. It was a short one.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that was really short then. Yeah.
Yes.
So okay.
But we have one today. So
yes, we have one. It's a great one. Self-directed IRA. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll see you there then. All right.
Thank you. See everybody tomorrow at the negotiations intensive.
Right, exactly.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.